Shifting gears now to Germany, where early results from parliamentary elections put the center-left Social Democrats ahead of Angela Merkel's conservative bloc. And for the very latest, our Natalie Carney is live for us in Munich. Great to have you with us, Natalie. What can you tell us about this?
Well, it's the morning after, and as you can see, life has returned to normal here in Munich, albeit I'm sure a lot more people a little sleep deprived watching those results come in. It was a tight race, as was expected. But the latest results we have so far is a lead for the SPD, that's the center-left Social Democratic Party, with 25.7% of the vote. That brings them up about 5 percentage points from the last elections and gives them about 206 seats within the Bundestag. Looking at the CDU, Angela Merkel's party, from which she's stepping back, they didn't have such a good night. While they came in with 24.1% of the vote, that is the worst result the party has seen since the end of World War II. The Greens have 14.8%. That's a great win for them. However, if you look back to what they were polling on earlier in the year, that is a bit of a dip for them, but still a very good uptick from the results back in 2017. The FDP, they're the pro-business party here. They came in around 11.5%, which gives them about 92 seats in the Bundestag. And then we've got the AFD, which is the far right party. While their numbers did dip from 2017, only coming in with 10.3% of the vote, they still remain in the German parliament. So it was a very interesting night. But if we're looking at who really the winner is, despite the SPD and the CDU only having about a 2% margin of difference, what we are seeing is the SPD, as mentioned, are up 5% more than from 2017, while the CDU are down almost 9%. So that really does give the SPD a much more confident mandate to form the next government here.
So now, Natalie, what sort of coalition might we see forming in the coming weeks?
Yes, that is the big question, and you say coming weeks, so we could even be talking coming months. It took 172 days to form the last coalition here in Germany after the 2017 elections, so we are expecting it to take some time. Well, all the politicians have said they want to turn around a coalition sooner rather than later. A lot of people are speculating Christmas might be the time. They will be now the president of the G7, Germany that is, come the new year. So that gives them some incentive to try and get this coalition done sooner rather than later. As far as possibilities, we're looking at a traffic light coalition possibility. They love to name the coalition possibilities here. We've got the traffic light, which would include the SPD, the center left, which are red, the Greens, which are green, and again, the pro-business FDP, they are yellow. They would make up about 416 seats. You need 368 for that majority, so that's well into that. Or we could be seeing a Jamaica coalition, which is the CDU, Angela Merkel's CDU, CSU Union. Their colors are black, the Greens, of course, being green, and again, the FDP, which are yellow. So if you're looking at these possibilities here that are quite likely, it's the Greens and the FDP, two smaller parties that really sort of have the upper hand as to what sort of formulation could come out of this. The FDP have already approached the Greens saying, hey, let's have a conversation here, see where the two of us can compromise. And then once they've found sort of a common line between the two of them, they could then possibly then go up to the larger parties to form the next coalition. Very interesting times indeed.
For sure. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for staying on top of the voting there for us. Natalie Carney joining us live in Munich.